Since 1992, Israeli leaders and state representatives have visited India almost 2 dozen times, while their Indian counterparts have made a similar number of visits. Although no Indian Prime Minister has visited Israel so far, the visit made by President Pranab Mukherjee in 2015 reflects a robust relationship between the two nations. There is assumption that Prime Minister Modi will be the first PM to visit Israel. Let us now dive deep into the details and understand why Indo Israel relationship is close and is set to grow even further.
Number 5.
Many experts have called India and Israel natural allies, and there are good reasons for that. 1. Both countries emerged from British rule. The Brits ruled India from 1858 to 1947 as the British Raj, a period which does not include the previous 100 years of reign of the British East India Company. Britain conquered Palestine from Ottomans in 1917 to 1980 and ruled the country under the legal framework of an UN mandate from 1920 to 1948. 2. Same birthday. Well, almost. India was freed from British rule on 15th August 1947. Israel was born about a year later, on 15th May 1948, the day British mandate expired. 3. Both these countries were established after World War II and adopted the democratic system and remained democratic ever since. 4. Both the countries have fought and successfully defeated Muslim opposition in several wars. In case of India, it was Pakistan, and in case of Israel, it was Egypt, Jordan, and Syria. 5. Both countries have been greatly affected by radical Islamic terrorism. The last point related to terrorism is particularly significant, keeping in view the current state of affairs throughout the world.
Number 4.
India has always had an engaging foreign policy vis-a-vis West Asia. India has always maintained good relations with all the Gulf states and has successfully made them understand its need to keep Israel on board. The theory that India may lose its Arab friends by hanging out with Israel has remained unsubstantiated for years. India's foreign policy makers have had an independent policy when it comes to balancing relations with Arab states and Israel and even Iran. There is no doubt that of late India apparently has moved closer to Israel. However, it has not been at the cost of its relations with Arab states. The leaders in Israel as well as in Palestine know India's position and have never forced India to shun any of its friends. India, on its part, has shown it can deal with the commitment and aspirations of its Israeli and Palestine friends at the same time.
Number 3.
India and Israel has cooperated on many issues. Here are some important ones. 1. Israel helped India with satellite imagery during Kargil War when no country, even USA, refused to share satellite images of Pakistan's infiltration in Kargil, Dras and Batalik sectors. 2. India abstained on a United Nations Human Rights Council resolution condemning Israel over a UN report into the alleged war crimes committed during the 2014 Gaza conflict, making a significant change in India's stance. Earlier, India used to back this type of resolutions. 3. India came under severe criticism as well as diplomatic pressure from the international community after Pokhran II nuclear tests were conducted in 1998. United Nations Security Council Resolution 1172 was also adopted unanimously on 6 June 1998 to condemn the test. Israel was one of the selected few nations, a group that also included France and Russia that did not condemn India.
Number 2.
Israel has emerged as one of India's top 3 arms suppliers, delivering items such as ship, defense missile, and unmanned aerial vehicles. India and Israel has jointly developed some weapons. Israel has also shared many of the state-of-art defense technologies with India. There is a general perception across the board that when it comes to India and Israel, it's only about war, intelligence, and military aid. However, over the years, the two states have taken their cooperation to different levels. India and Israel cooperate with each other in research and development, technology education, and of course, tourism. Defense personnel and arms dealers are not the only ones who travel between the two countries. A high and increasing number of students, senior academics, and researchers from both the countries visit various universities across India and Israel. And this is expected to go even further in coming years.
Number 1.
Indo Israel partnership was always on strong grounds but has been unpublicized, largely because of India's fear of upsetting Arab countries and its own large Muslim population. But PM Modi, whose party BJP has long seen Israel as a natural ally against Islamic militancy, has openly cultivated warmer ties, beginning with a meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in New York last year. It has been almost 25 years since India began its diplomatic relationship with Israel after recognizing it in 1950, 2 years after its creation. Now the two states seem closer than even before, and their leaders are meeting and reciprocating state visits, strengthening the ties further and sending a clear message to the world.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting. Kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.